again, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Question off of Taylor's Midnight's album on the guitar. So really quick, I wanted to say I usually teach these songs based on what I hear from the album version, but in this particular song, as well as Midnight's as a whole, it's a lot less guitar forward. So what I did was I actually saw a live version of Taylor playing this at the Eras Tour, and so that's the version I will be teaching in this tutorial today. So with that being said, here is the overview of everything I'll be covering in this video, and now we can go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you only need to know 4 different chord shapes to play through this entire song, and we're going to start with our C major, which looks like this and sounds like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner series right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out right here. The next chord is our A minor 7, so you just want to take off your ring finger. The next chord is our F suspended 2 over C, and as far as I could tell from the video, this is what Taylor was playing. But if that's hard for you, you could also put your middle finger down, and then that'll be our F over C. So whichever one feels easier for you there. And then the last chord is our G add 4. And those are the only 4 chords you need to know to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to get those chords under your belt and get them memorized, and make sure you can transition between them as well, because that'll make this song a lot easier for you. And if that's something you're currently struggling with, I do have a Practice With Me series right here on YouTube where we go through that skill in real time and build it up together. So I'll make sure to link that in the corner if you need it. But once you have these chords under your belt, then we can go ahead and talk about the strumming that I would recommend for this song. Alright guys, as I always say, if you are brand new to playing guitar, or you're somebody who struggles with playing guitar while singing at the same time, the first thing I was just doing is to bring up the song and go ahead and go through the entire thing with just a single down strum on each chord change as you sing through the song. And you want to take this time to really get used to what word or what syllable you're singing whenever those chords are changing. So here's a quick example of what that would look like. Good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices. We had one thing going on, I swear that it was something, cause I don't. And that's just a really quick example, but you would essentially want to do that for the entire song and just make a note of what word you're singing whenever those chords are changing. And this is actually something you do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to leave that link in the description box. But once you've done this and you're familiar with those chord changes, then we can go ahead and talk about the full strumming pattern that I would recommend for this song. Alright guys, so as far as I could tell from Taylor's live performance, this is the strumming pattern she's using, listed at the top of the screen here. As you can see, we're going to be counting this in a 16th note count, so it's going to sound like this. We have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, a 2E and E and a 4 and a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Alright, this is a really super popular strumming rhythm that Taylor uses a lot when she plays live. So if you need a little bit more help with building up the speed of this, I do actually have a Practice With Me strumming version of this as well. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to play this pattern through 2 times per chord throughout the entire song. So let's go ahead and take a look at that first verse there. We're starting on our C chord. What you want to do is play through this entire pattern on your C. So we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And then twice, because we're doing it twice per chord. Alright, so 2 times for C, then we go to A minor 7, same thing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up twice. Alright, F sus 2 over C. 2 times. Our G add 4. Alright, so that chord order that we just played through with the 2 times per this strumming pattern for each chord, that's going to stay true for basically the entire song, okay? So what you want to do after you get the strumming rhythm is you want to start slowly speeding it up, because this song does go pretty quick. So more at full tempo, it'll sound like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Twice per chord. you just tried to keep up with me there and it was super overwhelming. It's just because you have to build up the speed a little bit more slowly. So again, my practice with me strumming will help with that. But basically, once you get the chords down and then you are able to play it at that speed, the last thing I want you to do is to try to add a palm mute. So what I mean when I say palm mute is we're going to take the side of our hand that has our pick in it and we're going to gently lay that on our strings over the bridge of the guitar. And if you kind of lay your palm there, you'll hear when you strum, it kind of dampens the sound of the strings. And it's mostly just the down strums. The up strums will still kind of ring out, and that's what we want. And so if you can apply this palm mute with your chord transitions with the strumming pattern, it'll sound like this. We've got C, twice, A minor 7, twice, F sus2, twice, to G, twice. Alright, so adding this palm mute is totally optional, but if you want to play it more like how Taylor does live, she does palm mute the verses, and then I noticed that she lets the choruses ring out, and basically that'll help with dynamics as well. When you palm mute something, it helps the vocals stand out, and then when you let the guitar ring out, it kind of like swells the song, and so I noticed that she does that a lot during the chorus. So my recommendation would be to take this exact same strumming pattern throughout the song, but you want to palm mute it for the verses and then let it ring out for the choruses. So now with all of that being said, let's go ahead and go through an example of each section of the song. Let's do verse 1 here, starting on our C. We're going to add the palm mute to this, and we're going to do this at full tempo. Good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices. We had one thing going on. I swear that it was something else. I don't remember who I was before you painted all my nights a color that I searched for since. Sorry, I messed up the lyrics there, but that's okay. That will go into the chorus, and now the chorus, again, the chords and everything is going to be exactly the same. We're just taking out the palm mute. Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room? Every single one of your friends was making fun of you. 15 seconds later they were clapping too. What did you do? Alright, so that's an example of the chorus, and then of course the last place that we have this is going to be our bridge. And in the bridge it actually kind of slows down a little there, so my suggestion would be to just do a single down strum on all of these chords. Does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike? And what's that I heard that you're still with her? That's nice, I'm sure that's what's suitable and right, but tonight. And then when you go back to the last chorus, I would put the full strumming pattern back in. Can I ask you a question? Alright, now if you don't want to do the single strum for the bridge, you could just keep the strumming pattern going through the bridge as well, but I think it kind of gives a little bit of a break to the song if we just do single down strums, so that's what I like to do in my cover. But basically that is the strumming pattern I would recommend, and you could use it for the entire song. Alright guys, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really get this strumming rhythm under your belt. Like I said, Taylor uses this one a lot whenever she plays live, so it's a really great idea to kind of build it up slowly, and once you can get it for this song, you can apply it for a lot of other ones as well. But once you have the strumming and the chords and the transitions and everything down, then we can go ahead and put all of that together to play through the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I remember, good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices. We had one thing going on. I swear that it was something, 'cause I don't remember who I was before you painted all my nights a color I've searched for since, for one thing after another. Want to have fun jamming out to the rest of the song with me? So make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other Swiftie sing-along guitar tutorials. I've covered so many of her songs from all the different albums and eras, so if you are somebody who loves to play Taylor's songs on the guitar, I would definitely recommend checking it out. I will link it in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar vibe and feel, but it's just as fun and easy to play, so I'll see you over there. Bye!